like to introduce another website. This one is called getepic.com. I think any elementary teacher will love this site. I love it, not only because it's free, but we're talking about a website that offers up to 35,000 chapter, expository, fictional books for free. That's right, for free. You can access. As a teacher, it is for educators and for librarians, it is free. So, what that means is during school hours, you have students as well as you have access to all of these books of all age category, pretty much up to sixth grade. They have some upper level seventh grade materials, but for the most part, elementary level, all the way down to the pre-K level books that you may use in your classroom. So as you can imagine, having access to a library up to 30 some thousand books is just a great addition that you can have into your classroom. So the website itself is going to provide the necessary means and how to get started. Here's a quick start guide and basically get you started, how to sign up, how to get your parents involved, that so forth. So I'm not going to go into detail too much into details how to sign your students up, but you do need to set up an account when you go into sign in, and then you log in as with a teacher account. Then once you get started, you're going to get into a dashboard like this. Once you get into the actual dashboard, and then you can start assigning kids. So basically you can click on roster and you can choose basically who's going to be in your class, and basically just go down the list, start adding students in your classroom. And so one of the great things about this is, again, as you can create different classes. If you're a library, you can create, first grade level, second grade level, and so forth, and keep on creating it. Why you want to do that as a librarian? Because as students come into the library, they might want to sit in front of a computer and read audio textbooks. And as a teacher, that's just again an opportunity. If you have tablets or computers in your classrooms, you can have students actually read after they're done with their homework. So there's other benefits here I'm going to show you. But anyways, this is where you sign up the students. They have a student class code, so that way they can assign to your class, so you're not logging into somebody else's class. And then also have any PIN numbers that they have access to, they can get into. You can enable home access, and when you do that, you have to enter the parent's email, and the parents are going to get an email with an offer to pay so much a month. So that means after, I believe, 4:30, basically it's considered after school, and actually it won't work anymore. So it has to be during school hours in order for this to be free. Just to give you a heads up on why, how the system works. So anyways, once you get started, you can basically do a couple things as a teacher. There's many things you can do as a teacher. As you guys can do monthly logs, or you can do monthly reading contests, so many things. But one of the things that I like the fact about they added stuff to here is that when you can assign reading. So when you go to activities, you can actually go and explore the different types of books, and you can assign books for the entire class to read. So if, let's say, there's a book that deals with certain content or about theme, about friendship, or in upper grades it might talk about expository, signing Greece, if that is part of your curriculum, you can sign that for the entire students to read as a supplement to your original textbooks. And when we look at the exploring the books, you can choose books by grade level. As you can see, it's pre-K all the way down to 7th grade. You can also choose based on different AR levels. So you can choose, if your school does AR, the different AR level types of books. Also the category for you. You can choose different type of books, comic books, read to me books. These are audio books, and this is great for your ESL students who can't basically read on their own, but they can follow along interactively. So let me just take a look at these books so that way you can see for yourself what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, and if we take a look at this one book here, and I'm going to hit play, and let's see with the book, Read to Me.
Pete the cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoe.
So as you can see, just a great graphics and the text, and also the words light up. And so one of the things you can do is you can actually click on a word and it will give you the actual word, and it will give you the definition sometimes, but at the same time it also give you example sentences, or explaining what this is and the category of parts of speech it is. And so as you can see, just how, you know, just a great addition this can be to your classroom. So as we take a look at some of the other types of video things that you can look at, videos. Videos are just not just storybooks, but they will also have later on into, if you get into the upper grades, expository. So as you can see, more science related stuff. So this would be a great video resource for you in your classroom as well. And of course the audio books. So again, they're able to sit and listen. So why would I have this in my classes? So if the students are done doing their sitting homework, or if you want to set 15 minutes aside and you guys have computer lab time or tablets, have them read and sit down and read. That's something they can do instead of always asking, what should I do? This gives an incentive for students to do something. So one of the aspect of, so let's take a look at what I use it for. So obviously for upper grade, I do assign readings. And one of the things that I do is I monitor the students' reading. So as I click on this, I look at all of the reading books that this student has read. And one of the things is great is that it gives me how long they've read it. So maybe it's too short. And so you might say, yeah, you need to choose a longer book. Page flips, basically how fast are they reading it. And so you're looking at the progress here. Some are finished, some are just started. So you can see some of them are just students just looking, browsing, they're not reading. So one of the things about, let's say they click on this, 10 missing princesses, and it took 1 minute. It's like, why did it take 1 minute? So you can really monitor, it's only for 6th to 8th grade. So if this is a 6th grade reading level, this might be too easy for the students. So again, it's a great way to monitor your students in progress and how they're doing in the classroom. But one of the other additions that I actually do that I think is very important is this, create a quiz. So when I'm done reading a textbook, I actually add a quiz option to basically edit or to create a publish and take a quiz for the students. But edit, and basically you can just start creating a true and false multiple choice question, which is not a Greek god or goddess, and I just put one here after reading this. And so they can click on this and they can take this quiz after their reading. So it's a great comprehension follow-up to a reading. Also as well, just making sure that they're reading for comprehension rather than just flipping for pictures. And so this is just a great addition to the fact that you could just have them read. So as you can see, they monitor how many students I have in my classroom. They give you the number of hours, total hours, videos watched, book finish. So you can get a really good data analysis as to how the students are doing in your classroom after they're doing sitting down, do their homework, seat work, or whatever assigned seat. So why this is important, because if we go back to that one student, we want to take a look at the actual reading ability. And if we're looking at the reading ability, is this student reading at a lower level. So again, it helps you to target the students who you want to help and to help them get up. And that's where my other videos of read theory helps you out as well, reworks, but implementing the ESL program, learning, teaching them the vocabulary, the fluency, the phonics skills, and the comprehension and writing, those skill sets to teach them to get them up to the grade level they need to be. So as you can see, just a lot of books that the student has started but hasn't really finished. So we might want to, in next case scenario, is to assign books, and that's why it's very important when you assign reading that you want to do this, because then you know it's going to get read. Then there's going to be a follow-up quiz usually after that, which you have to create yourself. But as you can see, just the amazing thing that this website offers. Also, one of the things, if you need some help, it does offer other resources, and those resources are listed here. on the main page under the educator. So as you can see, there's things that full guide. They can also letter home in Spanish as well. So if you're in a community where mostly Spanish speaking fluent people, parents, and so that way you can send them home. Lesson plans, here's a great one, and actually there are several lesson plans that Epic already has that's written out for you to help you out in that manner. And one of the other things that I really love, I think for the younger grades, they give a really colorful, um, like a monthly activity chart. And so every day you can challenge yourself on doing something, reading challenge that you can give to the students. And this is a great way to incentive, help them stay on task, and starting with a new challenge, and for them to reach those goals. And if you have incentive programs in your school where you award them with so many books, there's badges that you've probably seen here that they offer. And so one of the great thing about this is that, as you can see, they have decorations. You can download, again, badges for how many points they have read. So again, this is a fully comprehensive. They want you to have your students read, and I think again this would be a great resources for you to have in your classroom. So here it is, another one that you can actually download. And if you combine this with Rastabator, make it into a huge poster, you can imagine, the great activities that you can do and challenges that you can help your students just get in love with reading in your classroom. But anyways, this is Get Epic, epic.com, and this is a free resource for teachers, and that offers up to 30 some thousand books for your students. I hope this will help you in your classroom. I hope your students will enjoy reading these awesome, amazing books. Have a great day.